What is going on, H2O Army? So, first of all, I know what you're thinking. Man, Justin, you got bald and you gained some weight, and possibly you're better looking. But no, that isn't the case. I'm Rob. I'm not Justin. Justin is actually super busy with another business that he started, the real estate business, and so he's doing a lot with that. So, you guys may have seen me on another channel. It's called Flip Aquatics. So, me and Justin have actually partnered up to grow H2O plants and offer you guys more and more things. And you can see this is our new plant system that is behind us. This one we just finished building. So a lot of cool stuff here that I want to show you guys. But shout out to you all. I know it's been a long time since we made a video, but we're back and we're so excited to bring you guys the new expansion of H2O Plants. All right, so this is the new plant system. This whole side is brand new. This side we've actually had for a while, but this is the brand new side. This is specifically to expand the H2O inventory. And so we just got a ton of things going here. So I'm just gonna do a quick tour of this system and kind of show you guys what we have going on. So first of all, we got our CO2 dialed in, we got our lights dialed in, we got a mix of Fluval 2.0 lights and then also the Phoenix lights. And so this whole system, I wanna say like these first 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 tanks are mainly for stem propagation. So we propagate a lot of our plants in-house just because it's easier, it's higher quality, and you know, why not do it if you can do it? So we got a really good team member. His name's Brandon. He's phenomenal at plants, and so he really has taken charge on this system. You could see like how crazy these plants are going. So this is our water sprite. We got some dark red Ludwigia over here. These guys do not qualify as propagation, although they were just telling me we got all these flowers up here, and they were able to rub some different flowers together, and believe it or not, they actually got seeds. You can see some seeds right there, and then if you go down here, there's actually a bunch of seeds down here with little sproutlings on them, and so I'm really excited to see how many Madagascar laces we get out of those seeds. So something really cool. Ludwigia Super Red Mini. We got this stuff. This isn't even on the website yet, but it will be. This is the Najas, and just a stunning, stunning plant. Like super pretty, doing really well. We got the red foxtail over here. We got the Nessia Golden, just a beautiful, beautiful plant. So like, again, we're just propagating all this stuff in-house. It really just makes for a better, higher quality plant. This is the Ludwigia ovalis. I think that's how you say it. Don't judge me. We got tons of hornworth. We got over here, we got the Rotala rotundifolia red, and this stuff just pops in color. Like again, like this stuff's just growing like a weed. We got glossostigma. Down here we got needle leaf Ludwigia. We got some moneywort over here. Tons of moneywort over here. You can just see on the top like how they glisten. Oh, I love this system. This is the, I'm not even gonna try to do this one. Didiplia Deandra, maybe. Now this we pulled from our other system, so it does have some black beard algae. I'll show you that system a little bit. We actually just reset it because we were having some issues with it. But anyway, this stuff is doing great. We just need to get out that stuff. Same thing with this. This came from our other system. The new growth is just phenomenal. That's the Rotala Walichi. We got some Amazon swords down there. Up here we got all kinds of stuff, but mainly Rotala indica, and then the dwarf red parrot feather, which you can see it gets some really cool growth once it gets converted. You can see like this little guy starting to convert right there. This is a really cool plant. And then this one is mislabeled. It's actually, it's like PINN. I forget how to say it, but we need to redo that, order some different things in. Rotala Macaranda red. And then this guy is, I forget what it is. It's a Ludwigia, but really, really beautiful plant. And then this is kind of like our packing station right here. And then I'll go over this whole side of the system in a little bit. Up here we got our red mangrove, just doing good right out of the tank. Some moss ledges, some more hornwort, just tons of it. Just a really good plant. Up here we just kind of got overflow of some plants that are just breeding, are growing too fast for us. We got some Monte Carlo, more Monte Carlo. We got tons of Anubias Nana Petite, dwarf four-leaf clover, Nubius hassifolia. Some other types of Nubius, some Crips, more Nubius Nana, Nubius Barterai. This is the gold. We actually had some melt back, so we had to take these out of stock. So we got a couple pots that might hold on, probably not. So we had to refund a few orders today, which is always a bum deal. And then up here we got some moss that we're trying to get back to life. It came in looking real rough. And then this is all of our Tropica plants, a bunch of different types. But this stuff just, I mean, the quality of Tropica plants, like just look at it. That Downaway is just phenomenal. Just absolutely phenomenal. These Crips, like, oh, what was that? The Tropica, yeah. Just super, super pretty. And then this is one of the plants that just breeds like crazy. It's the, I forget the common name for it, or if it even has a common name. But, I mean, it just grows like wildfire. And then same thing over here. This stuff just grows like crazy. I think it's the Rotella rotundifolia. So we got a ton of that down in the other system too. But, and then this stuff, I'm shocked that this stuff hasn't sold out yet. It's an Alternithia. I just say Alterverniki pink. Again, I'm not the best at pronouncing stuff. But this stuff is just absolutely stunning. So we need to propagate a little of that just because I want it. And then these up top are pretty much empty, these three. And then we'll jump into this system. And then we'll jump over to this system in just a bit. All right, so let's look at our so-called propagation rack next. And we're still doing a lot of propagation in the tanks, as you'll see, even as we talk about the other side of the road we just went through. But this is kind of like our Val grow out, because Val, we can't always get it in, and so we want to grow it out because it's pretty easy to grow out. And so this is our grow out here, and then we also have in our tanks, it grows out naturally in there. But we got a bunch of different types. Down below we actually have pearlweed, which is just another one that's kind of hard for us to get in. And then I forget what's down here. I want to say dwarf sage, but it looks too narrow, so I'll have to check with Brandon on that. We got some hydrocotyle Japan, some guppy grass, always a huge seller for us. So we're trying to get this thing completely filled out. Again, we just reset this system last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. And so far so good, doing really well. And then over here, we just got this system. This is actually linked into our sump for this. We pump CO2 into this. We do all of our fertilizer into this. It takes care of this whole rack that you just looked at. And it also takes care of this whole rack. And so we're eventually going to turn this into a low light moss system and just be a place to really grow out some moss, put a little packing station at the end of it. And this will be kind of like our moss corner. But that's what we have going on here. A lot more to come with this propagation. So really excited to show you guys that. But let's jump back into the other system. Now, before we get too far into the video, I want to show you guys kind of what we do for filtration on this and also what we do for water circulation. So this looks like an absolute mess, but it makes a lot of sense. So we actually have two big pumps down in there. One of the pumps controls this side of the tank as far as water flow, and the other pump controls this side of the tank, or this side of the rack. And literally, we just have a constant flow of water going in and out, and then it overflows back down here. And then we actually have it all coming into this box that we can easily clean out. And yeah, it works really, really good. And we really don't have any filtration per se because we have so many plants in here. It's more or less just water circulation. And so we dose into this sump, and then we also have a CO2 reactor down here that we're actually rebuilding. We need one that's just a little bit bigger because we use so much CO2 that it kind of pushes the water out. So just a little problem that we've run into. And then we have all of our lights set up on timers on the back side of the tank. And then this sump is pretty much set up the same way. We got our CO2 reactor here. And then all of our water kind of flows down over here. We're able to get all this gunk out. And then it just recirculates back through. So we'll go ahead and jump into this system now. All right, for this system, this is our oldest system. We just got a bunch of pots mostly. We do a little bit of propagation in here just naturally. But we have some of our cribs, our sorted boosts, which we were just talking about a new setup for these. Just because I think the lighting is a little bit too much to them, a little bit too much ferts. And so some of them tend to not like that. And so we're working on that. Our narrow leaf chainsaw, this is just another example. Like this stuff just grows like wildfire. So This is something like you can see, like it's literally growing all over the place. We got a ton more boost down here. This is the Godzilla and the green wavy. Yep. And then we go over here. Look at this mess of water sprite, or water wisteria, sorry. Just going crazy. So this stuff, this is a tank that has a little bit of algae, and it's mainly just on these, whatever you call them, I don't even know, labels, I guess, stickers, I don't know. But that's the only place that we're really getting algae. Like you look at the plants and they're just, I mean, maybe they're not looking the best, but dwarf baby tears is it's kind of a slow mover, so it sits here a little bit longer. And this is a system that we've been fighting algae on. We just ever since we started the new system, and then Surgeon Repens. These swords look phenomenal. And then you just go down through. We got some, what is this? The red tiger lotus. And sometimes we'll buy these bulbs, and they're not always good, so they start getting moldy. But yeah, really, really pretty plant. Like, just love the leaves on them. Easy plant too, which is great for a red plant. And then this is the Pogostemon narrow leaf. And just, again, another plant that just grows like crazy for us. So we're easily able to propagate this one ourselves, and just goes wild. And then you can see over here, we start getting some of the algae issues. And again, this system, it's just been, it's been a battle for us because we've taken so many plants out of it, and we've been trying to, get that system back. This system also has a lot of crypts. It has a lot of slow growers like swords, so it doesn't suck up as much nutrients. So we're still dialing this system in, but we're definitely getting there. This is the cherry leaf, Hygrophilia. Just a really, really pretty plant. Again, pretty easy. Look at that guy. I don't think that one's a cherry leaf. It's so dark. Maybe it is. It's super, super pretty. And then we got some compacta over here, the Hygrophilia. And then we got tons of moneywort, or pennywort, sorry. This stuff grows like a weed also. Down below we got some Crinum calamistratum, just a beautiful, beautiful plant. We got some Hygrophilia blue hygro. Here's the scientific name. Salicafolia. I don't know. I'm terrible at pronouncing those. We need Justin for that. And then tons of dwarf water lilies over here. I mean, just huge ones. So if you're ordering dwarf water lilies right now, like, look at that bulb. That thing is like almost, not quite the size of my fist, but it's like, I mean, it's huge. Probably got 15 plants coming off of it. You can see another big one back there. And then we got tons of baby tears, tons of AR. This stuff is just, I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful plant. Then we got some Java fern over here. This is the Windelove. And then some jungle val. Again, doing really good. We got some of the Japan, Hydrocotyle Japan down there. And then Hygrophilia arugula. At least that's what I call it, but it's Arugia. Again, don't judge me, and I won't judge you. This is the leopard val spiralis. We got a whole tank in the back, and you can just see, like, this is stuff that I've just propagated from the pots that we have in here. Same thing with the four-leaf clover over here. This stuff just goes wild for us. And we have some marble queens as well. These are actually new. We haven't had these in a really long time. Then down below, dwarf sads. We're running real low on that. We haven't had banana plants in a while. Some red ocelot swords. Really pretty. And then these are our Taiwan lilies. We propagate these ourselves as well. These guys just grow like crazy. You can see, like, basically wherever there's a root, there's a new plant. And so they just self-propagate. Tons of Trident Java fern. We actually got in on pots, which we normally don't. We got some crypts down here again. Like, got a little algae issues going on. Italian val, just tons of it. And that's probably what's in that bottom tank over there now that I'm thinking about it. I think it was Italian val in the propagation rack. Then over here, look how funky this is. I didn't even see this. This is the Bulbitis broadleaf, I think it's here. Heterocilia, solida. I don't know. But look at it just propagating. New baby plants all over the place, like literally all over, just looking so good. So that's always cool to see, and you can see it's literally all over the place. And we got some red wind tea in there, just tons of that. We also have tons of green ocelot swords. Down below looks like it's empty. We got some micro swords. This stuff goes really well as well. Like you can just see, like stuff just takes off. Anubias barterite wrinkle leaf, really popular one. Some more micro swords over here. I don't know what that guy in the back is though. I don't know. I'll have to check that out. And then there's an old bulbitis down here from a while ago. We got some dwarf hairgrass, some Cryptwenti bronze. Or no, that's actually Tropica. That's my bad. This stuff's just beautiful. We got some rare moss up here. I think this is hooker moss. I'm not 100% sure. But really starting to grow well. So again, Brandon's really got this system dialed in. Or not this system, but he's really got the plants dialed in. We're still working on this system though. And these are the Cryptwenti green. We got tons of narrowleaf java fern. And then we still have some Cryptspiralis, although it's been hard to get in. Then down here we got the Val Gigantea. And then what is this over here? This is the bulbitis. I'll just let you read for yourself. And then we do have some of the flamingos left. Like, just look how pretty that is. But these guys are really cool too. Although these two, I mean, it almost looks like algae. A lot of it's new growth, and that's what causes that kind of fuzzy look. But just a really, really pretty plant. So yeah, so again, we got another bagging station down here. We got kind of overflow. This is all moss that didn't come in well, so we kind of left it out of stock. It's looking pretty brown now, so we'll see what ends up happening with that. But that's what we have going on in the plant rack. Well, that's all we got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this update video of our plant system. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below. I'll do my best to get more videos out to you. Justin's gonna try, we're both gonna try. We're gonna get this done for you guys. Super excited to see what's next for H2O Plants. Shout out to all you guys. Thank you for still being subscribed. Thank you for still watching. You guys make it a great day. And as always, God bless.